Pre-qualification, pre-approval. Pre-qualification, pre-approval. What the hell do those words mean, and are they the same thing? I'm gonna guess that you have heard those two terms floating in and out between starting out and buying or selling your house. Do you know the difference? Do you know if you need one? Do you know if one is better than the other? I'm gonna guess no. I wanna be here to help you understand these things in simple terms. Let's go and figure this out in simple terms together. Welcome to Real Estate Made Simple with me, Chloe Valentine. I'm a licensed realtor in Greenville, South Carolina, and I work under Allen Tate Realtors. I'm here to help you understand real estate in simple terms.
Hallelujah!
Real estate shouldn't be complicated. It should be easy, fun, worry-free, and simple. Before I ramble on about simple terms and real estate and making it simple and easy, let's just go on to our topic today. Pre-qualification and pre-approval letters are basically the same, but let's stop there and make sure that we focus on the word
basically.
That does not mean that they are exactly the same. They have a few differences. But if these forms are basically the same, why do they have different names? Well, let's figure that out right now. Why are they different terms? Well, one of them is more serious than the other. So instead of me going straight into which one you should be using, let's talk about pre-approval and pre-qualification separately and then come back at the end so that I can explain to you which situation is the best for each one. Let's start off with pre-qualification. Pre-qualification is where you give a lender, as I call them, home buying financial gurus, an estimate of your financials. This would include an estimate of your income that you have, your assets, your debt, and any other items that you can think of that would be necessary for you to be owning a house through going through finance. With pre-qualification, you can do this quick step with providing your estimates of financials either online or over the phone. You don't even have to meet with a lender at all. So within minutes, you could get a pre-qualification letter which shows you basically an estimate of what you could afford in a house.
But what's the catch? Well,
basically, none of your estimated financials, income, assets, debt, etc., none of that has been vetted or verified at all. So it's just you putting information online of what you believe in your mind that you have. So it hasn't been verified or anything, so it's just an estimate. So now we're on to pre-approval, which is pretty much just here's pre-qualification and here's pre-approval. Pre-approval is just one step up from pre-qualification. A true conditional loan approval, which in simple terms means that the condition that you're in, which is the situation of your financials, it's actually true. It's not an estimate. It's taking specific financials that you have to be verified is approved by an actual lender or loan mortgage lender. With a pre-approval, you can do this over the phone with someone, or you do it through a form online.
Excuse me. Ooh.
You still have to give them the income, assets, your social security number, debt. It's not an estimation anymore. It's not just coming from your head. It's going to be verified. They're pretty much diving into who you are on your financial sides. With that being said, as well as going into your income, assets, debts, etc., they are going to be checking your credit score. And instead of just looking at it or just estimating it based on the information that you give them, they are actually going to be looking into your credit score, which will give your credit score a little ding minus a couple points. So you do need to be aware of that. I have a personalized homebuyer's guide that I would love to share with you. It goes over pretty much everything from what you need to do financially before you even start looking at Zillow houses, all the way down to when you are at the process of closing on your very first house, or maybe it's your 5th house or whatever. But it goes through the whole process, and I would love to send that to you. If you would like to have that, please do leave a comment below telling me that, and I will contact you as soon as possible. Or you can also email me, which my email will be below in the description.
Okay. Back to this,
The summary of pre-qualification versus pre-approval. So we've talked about that both of these things are basically the same, but they're the same but on different levels of the same term. So pre-qualification is here, level 1, where pre-approval will be level 2. A bit of a step up higher, because remember, we just went over pre-qualification is an estimate made by yourself of your financials without any documentation, whereas pre-approval is verified by a mortgage lender, aka financial home buying guru, and that documentation that you give them based on your financials is verified. So now I'm going to give my 2 cents, or what I believe you should do in your situation. Number 1, are you in the situation where you have it as a goal to buy your future house in the next year, within the next year? If so, I believe that you should be trying to get a pre-approval soon so that you can put your best foot forward and be as prepared as you can be as soon as possible. But what if you are in number 2? Number 2 situation is that you just want to see if home buying is a possibility for you. What your situation is right now is that you just need to check to see what your financials would say about you being approved for a home. Doesn't mean that you want to be buying a home this year. Maybe you have the goal of buying it in 2 years. I would suggest that you get a pre-qualification letter. This is something that, as we talked before, you can do by yourself, based on an estimate of what you understand of your financials, as well as your credit score and stuff like that. But that's stuff that you provide as an estimate, and then you're able to calculate or figure out what you need to do in the next couple of years to be able to get to that homeownership situation. So based on my 2 cents, what situation have you determined that you're in? Are you in number 1 or are you number 2? Can you please leave a comment below so that I can understand what situation you're in and how I can help you? I want to better serve you in a simple way. Remember, knowledge is power. It's so much better to go into real estate with knowledge already there rather than jumping in at cold turkey. I want to help you. Remember, I'm helping you understand real estate more simple.
More simply? Simple? In simple terms? Yeah, in simple terms.
So please subscribe, like, and comment below to my channel. I would love to hear from you guys and know what situations you guys are in, and I will continue talking about real estate in simple terms. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Remember, real estate should be easy, fun, worry-free, and simple.